Hello folks, welcome back to another video. Today in a different scenario. Now I have an office, so I'm going to start recording from here. So sorry for the audio, the lighting, everything is going to get fixed throughout these next videos. So nonetheless, we've had a very interesting weekend with Libra, another meme coin launched that caused the shutdown of Solana, just like it happened with Trump and Melania coin. Now it happened again with Libra. We also had a huge volatility and price change for our top tokens. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially Solana, which moved 12% in the past 7 days, 6% just in the past 24 hours. And this is due to the Solana network not being very useful in these past hours because of the Libra token. Ethereum had a huge spike in price all the way to $2,850. Now it fell back down below the 2,800. And the fear and greed index is still bouncing around up and down in the 35 to 42 range. Now it's at 38. So Bitcoin dominance fell down and meme coins kind of moved a little bit throughout these past few days, mainly because of Broccoli, CZ's dog. He launched that meme coin on BNB chain, and also, as I said, because of Libra. So meme coins had a very nice weekend. That cannot be said for everything else. So let's jump into details and articles in today's video. So before we start, let's take a look at the copy trading, which has been performing very, very well since it launched. We have the Phoenix strategy that so far is up 38% since the strategy started, which was in May 2023, and the 0DTE started in May 2024. So a year later, and we've done so far 74.5%. So almost 100% in less than 1 year of this strategy being live. If you want to deposit right here, there's a video showing how can you deposit here into the copy trading strategy. It is passive income, it is real yield, and it is with options. So this is pretty much like a trading bot strategy that you would find in any exchange, but with options. And here you have the opportunity to deposit your USDC or USDT here, and we take a 30% success fee. But what you see already down at the bottom, for example, what you see already right here, the 356 PNL that I already made, the 16% return that I already made, this one is net. So it's already yours to keep. This one is the money that you can withdraw and put in your pocket. So that being said, let's take a look at Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. By looking at Bitcoin, we can see that we are stuck inside this range that is around $16,000 to $17,000. So this range has been going up and down. We have been stuck inside this range right here since November, pretty much. So since we touched the 100K for the first time, we have been stuck into this range pattern right here. You can see we are in the weeklies and we're looking towards the middle of the Bollinger. So if we go to the daily right here, you see that we are not very much funneled up, but we are inside this little box, and everyone is waiting for a correction or a confirmation that is going to break this box, either to the upside or the downside. The thing is, if we go to the downside, we're most likely going to be looking at $80,000, 88 first, then $80,000. And if we break that, we could be looking at $71,000, which goes back all the way to October last year. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to see that for sure on Bitcoin. For Ethereum, we lost pretty much everything that we gained since November and more a little bit, because in November we saw the 3,000 for a brief period of time, but we were in the low 2,000 range, so between 2,100 to 2,400. Then we broke that, we got all the way to $4,000, and now we're looking back towards the $2,000, because again, if we don't hold right here, if we don't hold around the 2,700, we are going to be looking at the bottom of the Bollinger, which is around $2,200 for Ethereum. So even at the daily, it doesn't look very bullish, because again, we have been on a downtrend, and we usually touch either the top of the Bollinger here or the middle of the Bollinger and then keep going down, making lower lows. So now, unless we flip, which we might assume that from the RSI, but still we need other indicators to show strength on the upside, we are going to just test right here around the 2,800 and then fall down below towards the 2,387. So Ethereum is disappointing everyone, including me. But now we have to talk about Solana, because Solana isn't performing very, very good either. On Solana, the weekly does not look good. We held right here 2 weeks ago around the middle of the Bollinger, and then we broke through that, and we only have selling volumes, and we have a lot of volume. You can see a lot of volume right here. This week just started, so it doesn't seem to have a lot of volume, but the previous weeks we had a lot of volume right here. And the RSI looks towards the bottom, so the RSI most likely will try to go down a little bit more on the weekly. So So if we follow this pattern, we could be looking at the 145. So if the RSI and the Bollinger, just based by these two right here and the volume, looks like we're going to be looking towards the $143 for Solana, which is a number we haven't seen since October last year. Again, we're going to be losing all of these months if we keep going down towards the bottom of the Bollinger. If you go to the daily, we could see it holding because we are already almost oversold like we were a few weeks ago. So we are most likely on the oversold right here, looking back towards at least the middle, at least the $200 per Solana. But again, we have to wait for confirmation across multiple indicators and also other time frames as well as the daily. Again, looking at the RSI from a daily perspective, throughout the weekend, went up a lot, and this is a significant amount. So now it looks like it is overbought, and it looks like it's going to correct a little bit. You can see BNX and Cake already started to go down and look for the neutral once again. And pretty much almost all tokens that you can see right here, they're going down in the RSI, following Bitcoin, following Ethereum in the direction that they're going. So doesn't look very bullish this week, but maybe this could be just a bounce back and then started to make a new highs. Meanwhile, for BTC, for Bitcoin, in the liquidation map, you can see that we are pretty much even. The weight between shorts and longs, they're kind of distributed equally. So there's a balance right here. If you go to Ethereum, there's a little bit of skew towards one side. So we have way more longs than we have shorts on one side. So there's way more bullishness than we have bearishness here. Meanwhile, if you take a look at SOL, so shorts got wiped out of the radar here, and now we have just longs. We have a lot of long positions, long leverages. So it is pretty much one-sided on this chart right here, which could mean that we most likely are going to flip. But again, this is not just one indicator that's going to tell you which direction the asset will go. If you look at the heat map for Bitcoin in the past 24 hours, we touched and we had a huge liquidation right here around the $95,500. So now the next hot step right here is around the $97,000 for Bitcoin. And this could be the next target that we should see in the near future. Ethereum is very, very hot at the bottom right here. The 2691 is a hot spot for Ethereum. But not only that, you can see we have the greenish right here color all the way below the price of Ethereum. So most likely we're going to be looking at the bottom. We're going to try to touch this 2700 right here. Last but not least, for Solana, it seems that it lost its momentum already after liquidating a lot of people right here, once, twice, and 3 times right here. There's a little bit of a liquidation happening right here, but you can see that how it trickled down and already wiped a lot of the volume that we had right here. That volume is gone. So maybe now it lost that momentum and is going to do this little arch right here in a bigger scale, of course, and look towards the 190 once again, like we kind of talked about in the charts when we were showing the charts. So the Libra founder, now for some articles, even CoffeeZilla, you know, when CoffeeZilla gets involved into any tokens, you know, things are sketchy. So even CoffeeZilla went to talk with the Libra founder. Part of the fuss with Libra wallet is because a lot of these snipers were insiders, not only for Libra, but it goes back all the way to being insiders to Trump coin and Melania coin. So these insiders, these whales, had been buying before anyone else. So either part of the foundation that created the token, either just following anyone's wallets to see blockchain moves, transactions to then get in early. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. And a lot of political meme coins have been affiliated with these snipers that have been profitable throughout the meme coin season here after Trump's election. So talking about these political meme coins, like we talked before, the CAR token from the president of Central African Republic. We also had Cuba. We had a lot of different meme coins for countries. The recent one was Milei, the Argentinian president, also having promoted a coin that rugged for a lot of money. A lot of people are calling it the biggest rug pull for these political meme coins here. And I think it's fair to say that these things are going to start to slow down, are going to start to lose momentum, because a lot of people have been profiting out of these already. I don't know if anyone's gonna be falling for these anymore, just people who are trying to make a quick buck, but investors and smarter wallets are not gonna be putting their money into these big tokens. So I think this will be it for today's video. We did not have any videos on Friday, so sorry about that. But this week we will see each other 3 times a week. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday and then on Friday. So thanks so much for keeping up with the news, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for another video. Peace. Take care.